Hi everybody, this is my April TBR, no not my April TBR, my April wrap up. I have actually read so many books as much as it feel like exceeded my expectations, and I'm going to start off with what I got on my Kindle. So I also got some physical books, like kind of defeats the purpose of having a Kindle, but hey, what can you do? First of all, it's a brand new series by a brand new author, and it was amazing. It's called Half Bad by Sally Green. It's like dark, magic, fantasy. Best way I've heard described, it's like this is basically what maybe Snape would have been like growing up. So very dark magic. You got dark witches, you got black witches and white witches, and there's this whole thing with his family ties and his father and all of that, and it's really good and juicy. And if you like your magic stuff, and it's a bit grown up, definitely more grown up. Definitely, if you're squeamish in any way, I maybe wouldn't read this because it does get quite graphic in some cases. But no, it's a brilliant read by a brand new author, and it's just amazing. Go read it if you ever get the chance. The next one I read, which I never thought I would read, because I consider it to be a guy book, but then I heard lots of stuff about this book, and it's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. And oh my god, yeah, chock full of pop culture references. Like there's entire like 80s music, movies, books, everything you could ever imagine is all packed into this. And like basically it's like we're in like the near future, and there's this thing called Oasis, and it's like virtual reality. You put this on this headset and you can go to school, go play games, and like basically the only way I can say this, you could trip around Hogwarts or Middle Earth, or go on adventure with Doctor Who, with the Doctor, even in the TARDIS. And yet like there's even a bit where like the schools have Quidditch teams, like that's not cool. And what is, it references so many authors and directors and music and everything. It is just pop culture to the max. Science fiction, it's brilliant. I love it. I never thought I would like it, but I love it. I loved it so much. It is such a good read. It's funny, it's interesting, it keeps you engaged. And I think the last end of it is that yes, it is important to have an online life, but you need to sort of have something separate in the real world to keep yourself a bit more centered, and you don't go a little bit insane like the guy in the book. Like they see the guy who created all this in the book did. He kind of went insane because he was living this reality, but this alternate reality a bit too much. So yeah, there's that. What else did I read? I also, on my Kindle, I got the second in the Leithnin series by Scott Westerfield, which is Behemoth, and this is definitely, I would rate it higher than Leithnin because it just everything gets amped a bit more. It's like it's amped a lot more. Basically it's like almost like an AU of what if the Archduke Ferdinand had an heir. And what if there was clankers, like the Germans were clankers, have these steam walkers and everything, and there's darkness, so like Charles Darwin was like fabricating beasts. Yeah, it's something like that, and this just ups the ante completely. Like secrets get told, and not all of them, not yet, anyway, because you kind of won't want to stay secret until a certain point, but secrets get told, and it's a really good historical fiction read. Historical fiction with lots of like science fiction, sort of steampunky. If you like your steampunk, you'll definitely like this. Like I love since I read Informed Devices, I have loved steampunk, and this is definitely a series you want to read if you like your steampunk. And I think that's everything on my Kindle. So where will start? I just got these today, actually. Veronica Mars and the $1,000 Timeline. I love Veronica Mars so much. I just love it. so much. And yeah, this isn't UK paperback, this is American. And look at her flimsy, flappy, fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. I don't get how you read these, like, yeah, I don't get it. So, can't wait to read that because I love Veronica Mars. Like, the movie's awesome. Veronica Mars is awesome. And if you've never heard, first one, this is a program. This is the treatment. It's a duology of the program by Suzanne Young. The first week came out last, I want to say April? Yes, I think it was last April, and these are just like the most prettiest hardbacks like ever. I just love them. And it's sort of, if you like, it's very psychological. So if you like, say, I wouldn't say maybe Mara Dyer, definitely. I wouldn't say Delirium, because I read Delirium, and it's like, there is similarities, but there is big differences between this and Delirium. Basically that you start in the program with, seeing that like a suicide pandemic had happened around the world, and basically people got desperate and were willing to try anything to save their children. And so this program was set up, and at the end of it they lost all their memories, and basically the trauma that was causing all of the emotion was removed from the brain by drugs. The therapy made them talk about the trauma that caused them to sort of break down, to have emotional breakdown basically, and then they give them this drug that attached to the memory somehow and then removed it. It's very, it's sort of realistic, because you could actually imagine this happening somewhere, especially if the world's like something like a suicide pandemic and people do get desperate. It's just really scary when you think about the kind of reach of your own mind. And I think if you like Mara Dyer, you would probably like this, because Mara Dyer is quite mind twisty as well, the way Mara's mind starts to go. Like, she doesn't even know who, we actually don't even have a canon for her face, not the fan cast that there is. So yeah, so if you like psychological thrillers, there's a little bit, there's not really romance in it. There's a relationship in it, but it's more like maybe fighting the establishment and trying to figure out just who the hell they are and what they have to do in this world, maybe. So definitely give it a go. It's only a duology, so you could have it read in about a week. Like, the program was just very dark and creepy for me, and I did like it because it was just different from what I've read. So definitely give it a go if you ever get the chance to. Okay? Right, next. This one happens like go out book shopping, and they're on Hyper Half Price and Waterstones. I got The Bone. You can't really see it. You can't really see her name even. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and I have heard so much about this book. It's, yeah. See, she's got a 6-book deal. Basically, she's been called the next J.K. Rowling, and this is next Harry Potter, and I'm like, okay, I need to know what this is about. And it was on Half Price and Waterstones, so I was like, do you know what, I'm going to go for it. Basically, it's about, this is basically the blurb I'm going to read here. 19-year-old Paige Mahoney works in the criminal underworld of Seacom, London. Probably said that wrong. Her job, to scout for information about breaking into people's minds. Like, yeah, what? For Paige is a dreamwalker, a clairvoyant, and in the world of Seacom, she commits treason simply by breathing. Like, yeah. So this is the first in a six-book series, and it's fantasy, sort of urban fantasy. I would call it closer to me than Morton Instruments with Harry Potter, probably, because Morton Instruments is very urban fantasy. And first in 6 books. So yes, 6 books. And I also got this David Lethanen, you can see it, Two Boys Kissing. I think it's another anthology of his. He loves doing anthologies. This is the second one I have his anthologies. So just my little contemporary book when I'm kind of done with all my fantasy worlds. I think there's a same-sex relationship in it. I'm not entirely sure. There probably is, or there's always a same-sex relationship in David Lethanen's books. I've only read 2, 3, technically, and there's always been a same-sex relationship. So if you're looking for like diversity in YA, there you go, David Lethanen. up next is, I have two Lanny Taylors actually, because, yeah. Lips Touch by it was Leanne, not Lanny. I keep saying Lanny for some reason. Leanne Taylor, and she's the author of Doris Broken Bone trilogy. You've never read it, you need to read it, like seriously, just, you need to read it. And I've heard of this anthology. It's an anthology of stories, it's like short stories, and it's a gorgeous it is this UK edition hardback now, which is I never find for any books. Hardly, like I can't even get management hardbacks in the UK. Mine are actually from America, off Book Depository. So yeah, like it's gorgeous, it's orange, and then also there's pictures. So you like your pictures in your books, like in Nathan in. There's like a picture in here. Look at that. That is amazing. Like that is sort of, you wonder where she gets the ideas for like all the creatures, and you're thinking that's what's in her head, and you go, even though she didn't do illustrations by Jim de Bartolio. Yeah, I mean this is kind of what I imagine the Doris Broken Bone world look like, something like out of like a Guillermo del Toro movie, like especially Pan's Labyrinth. And it's an anthology, and there's loads of pictures, and it's supposed to be really good, so I just love her. Her writing's just brilliant. I love it. Makes you cry. It actually does. Case in point, next book. Dreams. Oh god, monsters. Oh, and it's beautiful. It's fat. Like 600 odd pages, and I read this in 3 days, which I consider to be quite good. It's pretty, it's blue and it's pretty, and yes, and it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And I don't know how I got this, like seriously, but it's signed by Lonnie, by me. It's signed. This is like my 3rd signed thing. I have a John Green signed, I have a Finale, I have a Raven Boys thingy from Maggie Stiefvater signed when the Jane Thieves came out last year. And yeah, this is like, there's so see that's Carew, so they say what she imagines Carew to be, and then her signature, and like, yeah, so this book made me cry, like, I'm not joking you. It's beautiful, it's awe-inspiring, it's pure, unadulterated fantasy. There is no way around it now, because like Doris Broken Bone was very urban, because you start off in Prague and then you work your way into Eretz. Disney started is very fantasy, because you're in Eretz. You're kind of jumping between Eretz and maybe being back in our world. But this is pure like unadulterated fantasy, even though you have this, you're going between this girl who might be a prophet, turns out to be like an angel incarnate. Like, what? Spoiler alert, by the way, sorry, should have said that. But no, this book is so beautifully well written. I was bawling my eyes out from about 84, chapter 84, which is probably, I read this on Kindle because this took a week for me to get. This is like the hardest book I've ever had to freaking try and get ever in my entire life. It was worth it though. It was about 84, I'm taking a guess, yes. 84 right to the end, so see all of that? I bawled like a big freaking baby, because you almost think something's not going to happen, and then it does happen, like at right at the very end, like literally last line, literally the very freaking last page. Yeah, so if you've not read this series, go and read it. It is, oh my god, stars, it's just, oh, it's amazing. It's just beautiful, and it's gorgeous, and probably the first fantasy series I have ever read, and it's just, it's so pretty. Like the books are gorgeous. Like this is the UK edition, by the way, if you're wondering. Like these are UK, I have UK editions for all the hardbacks, and I've seen the American ones and don't really, because like there's the mask, which is like the ball thing they went to in the first book with when Cara was actually Marjorie and Akiva was Akiva basically. But it's so beautiful, and it makes you just want, the writing just makes you want to cry. Seriously, like if I could write like this, I would be writing like this, like right now, and rewrite my own fantasy world and make money and be an author and all that stuff. But this is a beautiful, 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 beautiful series, and if you've never read it, you need to go read it, like now. Like you seriously need to go and read it, because it's just so gosh darn good. Yeah, yeah. I'm in love with writing, with this woman's writing, just, yeah, so, and read, so, yeah. So, and I made a promise now, because I was reading way too much fantasy. Like, I read Throne of Gods and Assassin's Blade, and I've been reading Half Bad, and then Dark Strong of Bone. I'm reading too much fantasy, too much magic. I have to stop reading it. And I thought, right, I'm going to read contemporary. I had the evening all ready to read, and I was like, no, I want to read Save Written Glass, because Heavenly Fire is coming out next month, and I hope that I can get this read, not for the end of the month, definitely not before the end of the month, like, just no, there's no way, but definitely read this, then City of Fallen Angels, because Fallen Angels is actually that big in hardback. It's very slim compared to this, but half the size of this in hardback. And then hopefully read Save Lost Souls and match up with the read along on Monday Moms. If you don't know who Monday Moms are, they're basically this amazing book blog. They love Cassandra Clare, Mortal Instruments, and Infernal Devices, any of her series, but they also do a lot of blogging for books, like YA books, middle grade books, kids books, even some adult books, if one pops up. That's good, and a lot of people like. So they're doing their usual big reread of the previous book in the series before the final one, because last year Clockwork Prince and I joined in that, and it was brilliant because you could speculate with everybody about it. So I will be joining in that. Hopefully if my studies allow, because I'm studying at the moment. I got finals in first week in June. Fun, but I think I know what I'm doing, she said, hopefully. But hopefully I will have this reread, and also City of Fallen Angels, and then have Save Lost Souls and read up to the point where Monday Moms is doing their reread or whatever point in time, and then I can just join in and read the chapter a day and speculate with everybody, with all the Shadowhunters around the world, and just go, yeah, who's going to die, because we don't want anybody to die. If it says Save Lost Souls forever, I would be happy as freaking anything, but not gonna happen. It's just not. The day that happens is, yeah, basically Deathly Hallows. This is Deathly Hallows, like, all over again. So, yeah. So, yeah, there goes me not reading fantasy, or even urban fantasy for like a while. But, hey, what can you do? You want to read it, you have to read it. Because if you don't, it's just going to niggle at you. And you just go, right, I have to read it, or else I will punt something, which I usually try not to do, but hey. So, I think, yes, that is everything. Leave comments below if you want to recommend any books, or you want to even have like a discussion about a book that I have featured or anything I've read. And I think that's it. So,